front. I think the one of note is Gallman, who left the game early with a concussion. Otherwise, just got banged around. So some of the guys are just going to be a little bit sore. The challenge is to get them back going, get their energy level up to play on Thursday. We face a good football team. There were times in the game we presented ourselves with opportunities. We didn't take advantage of them. And when that happens against a good team, they take advantage of them. They were able to run the ball on us at a clip that's it's going to be hard for us. And then they threw the ball. So they did well. They played well, and we didn't take advantage of our opportunities to give ourselves a chance to win the football game. So that's the message. Just told that to the team, and we just got to get back to work. Kind of obviously held the team to play on Thursday, and that's that. So,
Your defense really struggled in the first half. What do you think it was that gave you guys such a hard time?
Well, I think they were running the ball in their boots and nakeds, and they were able to get into the kind of rhythm that they wanted to get into, and they did a good job.
How difficult is it to cover those boots and wagons when you are new at linebackers? You have new guys.
Yeah, that's when you add the new at linebacker, that's making excuses for the fact that we got to do a better job in everybody on defense, and then when we have opportunities to score on offense, we got to take advantage of it.
Coach, how did you think you did when held against a top 10 defense? What does it take?
Yeah, I think he showed me week 3 again his toughness and his poise. He made some good throws, under duress at times. Then there was a couple he was just off on. The one that comes to mind is the Shep throw in the end zone. I think that's a touch. We talk about making that a face mask throw, just a touch high. But hey, there's a lot of things. There's situations where I wish I could have given him better plays. So, but I thought he battled, and that's why he's going to be a good player for us for a long time.
Pat, after you get the big turnover, right by the goal line, you guys are back up to the 1-yard line. Obviously want to get it out of there, but you can't. You have other options there. Was that just a
What, other than run the ball?
Well, run.
Could have thrown it. Yeah, I certainly could have thrown it. Right? It was a run play that, in hindsight, I mean, we didn't execute it well enough, and we got sacked, or we gave up a safety. So there's 2 points, you move on. That's that. I think we got beat by what? What did we get beat by? 18. So that was a bad play on our part. We got to clean that up and move on. Good question, though. Tough question. Good question.
Pat, how would you evaluate the offensive line?
I thought they battled hard against a really good front.
Pat, what did you think of the call against DeAndre, the taunting call?
I didn't see the actual call. I mean, my understanding is that it happened. So I had a conversation with him about why that can't happen, and we got that cleaned up and moved on. But I did not see the actual, the play. It was sort of between plays or after a play, so I cut my eyes away slightly.
Pat, I know you don't want to use excuses, you already said about personnel, but were you compromised in the second half? Because it just didn't seem like you could get the running game going, and it seemed like the Vikings kind of.
I thought Penny had a couple nice runs in there, right? And if you ask him, he'll tell you he's a converted halfback. Just ask him. Plays fullback, but he's like, hey, coach, give me the ball. So I thought he stepped in and he did some good things. And then you had Hillman in there that was battling too. So we move on.
Darius Slade got his first touchdown.
Yeah.
How do you help him progress over?
Since the day, the question about Darius, since the day he got here, he has made steady improvements. He's obviously a really good player in college, and we drafted him for a reason. He came here, and ironically, the first practice, he couldn't catch a cold. So we're like, holy smokes, did we get the right, were we looking at the right guy? From practice 2 on, he has made steady improvements, and those types of plays are not surprising for me to see based on what I've seen from him.
Coach, what was it like getting Golden back today?
It was good. He's a veteran presence. He gets in there and battles, and we'll just have to look at it. I think, we probably didn't do enough to get enough guys enough balls, and that's partly because of who we played against. But I thought it's good to have him out there. You can feel his veteran presence. on the sideline.
You guys didn't shy away from throwing deep down the field against these corners. What were your thoughts on how well the receivers competed in Daniel Jones and attack those guys deep?
Well, we felt like, we just weren't throwing go balls. Some of them were certainly, but we felt like, we needed to make some plays down the field. And they didn't always present us those good, clean one-on-ones, but the times that we did have them, I thought Dan did a good job of letting the ball go. And then the other part of it is okay, the protection element, making sure that you have that as well.
Had the sack on 4th and goal, I guess it was 4th, 2, 3.
Yeah, we're going for it, right?
What, is there anything you could have seen and done to avoid that?
No, we had we had a three-man concept to the left, and they pressured the A gaps. I thought we did a good job there, but just like any time you pressure in the quarterback space, it kind of disrupted them some, and then the edge got us some. It was a good rush on their part. I'll have to look and see how clean we were blocking it. I'll kick myself in the butt for it, but I wanted to be aggressive there. We were down by 2 touchdowns, and I felt like, against a team like this, when you have opportunities, you got to hit on them, and that's why we did it.
What do you say to that?
You threw the challenge flag on
Yeah.
the chef play. Did you have any thoughts of throwing it on the fade to Ingram on that third down?
Yeah, but I told you I'm going to go there at some point, but hold that thought. Okay. I thought about it, certainly. But in that situation, I'm surprised sometimes by what I hear in challenge. And there was a grab on the left side of our receiver. And that was a big play that could have put us at the 1 in a 2-score game. So that's why I felt like that was worth it. You see typically on fade balls all the time in the back corner, it goes bang, bang, where there's a lot of times where the demeanor of the defender is not playing the ball, but kind of goes through the defender, or through the offender, or the offensive player, and you don't ever get those calls. So I made a judgment, and we'll check it out to see what anybody wants to say about it. And then, it's like, I'll take it to my grave because I can't tell you guys what happens, but we'll figure it out.
What do you hope Daniel learns from today? What can he learn from today against this defense?
I think we played against 4 really good defenses prior to this, but I think each person that played today, number one, you cannot get discouraged. I'm looking for guys that are going to get discouraged. Those are the guys that are going to get out of here, the ones that get discouraged. You can't get discouraged. We didn't make enough plays. And so everybody goes back, and we'll do it quickly, because we got a game on a short horizon here, and make our corrections and we move on. And I think Dan is no different.
Pat, were you upset they didn't call protect Daniel on that low hit?
That was one of a number of things I talked about. Hold that thought. I'm gonna get to it at some point. It's gonna be epic, but right not today.
We'll take 2
Pat,
more.
Pat, what do you say to the idea that it's going to be hard for you guys when you go up against good offenses with the defensive talent you have to really be able to consistently stop them?
Listen, we got to go out and play against whoever we play against, and there's every team you play is good, but when we play well, we're good too. So that's what I would say.
1 more.
Do you feel encouraged at least that you got down into scoring position in a lot of these drives? Like you didn't finish them, but 4th and 2, 4th and 12 chances to make a comeback?
No, I'm not encouraged or discouraged by that. When you get down there, you got to score. And play these guys again. There's a handful of things I might do differently. But I'm not. It's not going to change my sleep pattern knowing that we played against a good defense. That's a bullshit mentality. We're out there to win games, regardless of how good the team is.
All right. Locker room's open. Daniel will be in here.